In this lesson, we're going to take a look at some of the command line options that we will see when working with commands in AutoCAD. Typically, you will see two types of options. They will either appear in square brackets or angle brackets. I'm going to demonstrate this by drawing some lines. After I draw a couple of lines, I'll start to see a few options here in the command line. Notice that I have the option to close or undo. The close option will simply close a shape and end the line command. The undo option will simply undo the last segment that was placed. To apply one of the options, you can simply click on it in the command line. Here I'll click on Close, and as you can see, the shape is now closed and the line command finished. Let's take a look at the undo option. As I'm drawing some lines, at any point in time, I can come to the command line and click on Undo, and it will undo the last segment. If you take a close look at those options in the command line, you can see that each of them has a capitalized letter. In this case, it's the first letter of each word, but there are some options where it's the first two or it's another letter inside the word. Another way that you can invoke one of these options is simply by typing in the capitalized letter and pressing Enter. So if I wish to close the shape, I could type C at my keyboard, then press Enter, and the shape is now closed. So once again, when you see square brackets in the command line, you can either click on the option that you want, or you can type in the capitalized letter or letters and press Enter. When working with AutoCAD, you will also see options in the command line in angle brackets. Options in angle brackets represent either a default value or a default option of that command. Let's take a look at a couple examples of the angle brackets. I'm going to jump into a new blank drawing here real quick. And I'm going to start by drawing a circle with a radius of 2. I wish to draw another circle with a radius of 2. I begin the circle command, specify a center point, but this time instead of typing in the value, I'm going to take a look at my command line. In the command line, I can see the value of 2 in angle brackets. So essentially, AutoCAD remembers the last radius that I specified. To apply an option in angle brackets, simply press Enter or press the spacebar. Some commands that have multiple options will show the default option in angle brackets. The mirror command, for example, gives an option in angle brackets. When mirroring an object and selecting a mirror line, I will then be prompted whether or not I want to erase the source objects. As you can see, I can click yes or no, but no is the default response, so I can simply press Enter to not erase the source objects. So once again, whether it's a value or it's a default option, when you see an option in an angle bracket, simply press Enter to apply that at the command line. That concludes our look at command line options in AutoCAD.